All right, so we were gonna have some bunka fish noodles, but the place we looked at was just a bit too busy. So fortunately, we're on this amazing street, Dandong, in District 4. And this whole street is just food, it's great. So across the street from our fish noodle place, we have some bangkan here. You can see here looking at the dishes, or the dish itself, we have all these little types of meat here, and then they put it into this lovely broth with these thick udon style noodles. And then you have your spring onions and all your other bits as well. All right, before I take a seat, let me order some food so we actually have something to eat. Chị ơi, tap cam.
Okay.
Okay, cảm ơn chị. Okay, so our bangkan here. Now, this is another one of those dishes you can eat anytime. And you can see here from the broth, this is a much heavier meal. It really reminds me of my time in Tokyo. You know, they have those udon dishes, and they had one that I love to eat, curry udon. It's really similar to that. It's got this thick, really savory broth. But the thing that's special about this dish is all these little types of meat that are in here. Now, Vietnam is famous for its street food. And so the street food itself comes in many different forms. And one of the popular ones for teenagers and adults is these tap cam dishes, which are just mixed meats. And you can see here I've got a really big piece of meat there. It looks like a bit of pork belly or something. And then I have these other smaller cut meats as well. And then it comes with these big thick noodles as well. So you could eat this any time of day. Personally, my favorite time to have this is later at night. If you're out on a Friday night, 8 or 9 p.m., it's such a wonderful flavor to have in your stomach. So let's go ahead and dig in and talk a bit more about it. So one of the unique things about this dish is the broth has gelatin in it. So it has that kind of thicker jelly almost texture for the soup. So it's like curry, but not quite curry. And the flavor is a very deep and savory sort of beef or pork stock. And then they simmer that down, put the gelatin in, and you get this really thick and savory sort of broth. Ah, look at that. This right here, if I can pick it up with the chopsticks, very slippery. Looks like we have some liver there. That is not my favorite flavor, but good for you. Yeah, that texture is very strange. It's a very chewy, sort of slimy texture. The rest of this though, that's wonderful. Now, I will do my best to finish all this. Quite a bit of food. And then we also have our sweet chili sauce here. Now, you see this chili sauce everywhere in Vietnam. It's very common with many meat dishes, and you see it with com tam as well. So this one's been mixed with a bit of fish sauce as well. So you have that extra depth of flavors along with that sweetness and that sort of kick from the chili. Now, I really want to eat this pork belly, but that is a really big piece of meat. I might have to just take a bite of it like this. Look at that. That might be a crab stick, or that could be some sort of meat. Some sort of meat. Now, these are wonderful in Vietnam here. This is a type of sausage. Now, you're probably wondering why it doesn't look like sausage. That's just because they make it in a large quantity and then they cut it up into smaller pieces. So I love these a lot because they infuse it with a sort of black pepper. You can see the bits there. So you get that sort of savory, spiciness to it. You get the black pepper and the other seasonings and the salt mixed there into the meat. So you take a bite of that and you're just hit with this sort of rich peppery flavor. Far better than Spam, I would say. Ah yes, my favorite thing in the world with dinner. I love these teas so much. A lot of the drinks here in Vietnam have sugar in them, just because people like that. But these teas that you get with meals, it's a very refreshing flavor. It doesn't have sugar in it, and you can really taste that tea. Sometimes it's a black tea, sometimes it's a green tea, and it has that really fresh and crisp quality to it, which just pairs so nicely with these soups. You're eating this hot soup, and you have all these different intense savory flavors in your mouth, and you take a sip of the tea, and it really just, it cleanses the palate, but it also just pairs really smoothly with this. As much as I want to spend my whole day eating and talking about delicious food here in Vietnam, unfortunately my stomach can only handle so much. My eyes are always bigger than my stomach. So we're gonna go ahead and finish here. I'm gonna finish eating this delicious food. Oh look, we got a fish ball too. And next time you'll have more amazing food to look forward to. And we'll check out a few more cool spots. Might even have some surprises for you. So let me know what you're interested in seeing on my table next time in the comments. And be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more delicious food from all over Vietnam. It's amazing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish eating this food. I'll see you guys next time.